Welcome, everyone. We're doing a case study today talking about the Inner Power Entrepreneur Group Coaching Program. So, welcome, Hannah. How are you today?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I love doing these. This is such a fun conversation because it's just you sharing with people what you've gotten out of the group coaching program. So, will you tell everyone your name, where you're from, your business?
Okay, so I'm Hannah. We're from Wisconsin. We also spend a lot of time in Indiana. We currently are in the real estate business, and we've been managing commercial properties with doctors, lawyers, that type of thing. And now we're actually switching to get into more of the residential side. And so our goal is to help people who are struggling selling their house and then matching that with a buyer who is struggling to get bank financing. Maybe it's a entrepreneur, somebody like that who needs a couple years of seasoning or whatever to fit into the bank box. And so we're able to match them together to help both parties and help everybody win, get people into houses who otherwise would be stuck renting when really they have plenty of income to own. So it's pretty cool to help both sides.
Yeah, I love that. That's such a win-win partnership. You get to be like, it's the problem
Yeah.
solver in creative real estate. It's really cool. Yes. Okay. Will you
Yes, and how
share?
we put it all together. So it's
Yeah.
really, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
totally. It's like, yeah, detective. And then like coming up with the creative solution, the creative financing. Like it's such a fun puzzle to piece together. Share, why did you
oh
decide
yeah.
to start working with me in the group coaching program?
So a lot of what we do is it has to be done in a timely manner, and it also you have to like work yourself up to it, right? So a lot of people don't like making phone calls. I'm one of them. I absolutely hate it, and so it's a lot of mindset, right? Because that telephone all of a sudden has giant alligator teeth, and you don't want to answer it, or you got to send an email and you don't really want to, whatever it happens to be. And so a lot of mine is mental blocks, and so I wanted to be able to kind of break through some of those, which they may seem petty, right? Oh, it's a phone call, but if you don't make the phone call, your business doesn't grow. So different things like that. I also work with my husband, and so it's a great thing that we can do together to grow together, and also help with our focus on our business, working together in our business versus kind of I'm doing my thing, he's doing his things, and never the twain shall meet. So kind of just meshing everything together, helping it all work better and keeping the mindset so that way we could do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's interesting too. You're saying right before we started recording, we were talking about working with your partner, like your intimate partner and is a business partner. And, as people know, if you know me, I work with my husband. And so it's such a different beast. And so playing with that and learning your genius types, I know it's something we dug into. Will you share some of the results that you're getting so far just from the work that we've done together? For those of you watching, Hannah and Adam are newer in the program, and yet they've had really great results really quickly. So will you share, what's happened for you since you started working with me?
Sure. So you touched a little bit on the working genius. That's been pretty big in our relationship. As it turns out, Adam loves to give ideas, and as it turns out, I like to make decisions. And so he's giving me all these ideas, and I'm like, well, this one might not work because of XYZ. And so I'm basically killing every one of his ideas. And he's like, stop being so negative. I'm like, I'm not. And so it's just the different ways that we work. And so now that we both know that this is what we do and why we do it, we can kind of take turns, right? Give me all the ideas you got. And so he can spit them all out, and then we can review them when he's ready to review them. And it helps break it down so that way we're not arguing, but kind of so we're on the same page, right? We're doing
Yeah.
the idea plan and then actually implementing.
Yeah.
So that's been really cool to see. We also we started working out again. So we used to work out a long time ago, hadn't done it for quite some time, and so now we're becoming much more consistent. Golly, there's so many different things that have changed, and we've been doing this like a month or something. So
Yeah.
it's been really cool to see the whole mindset shift. I have a ton of money blocks from growing up, and so working through those with Afro mantras has been absolutely phenomenal. Actually, like I now have alarms on my phone that go off every couple of hours that say, "Hey, read your Afro mantras," or "Hey, do an energy check-in," whatever I need to do to help kind of up level my vibe, so I'm not like, you
Yeah.
know. So. Yeah, it's been cool. There's been so many different changes. It's like, where do you even start?
I love this. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's been so fun to watch you because you implement what, I remember when we had our onboarding session and you were like, tell me like what I need to be doing every day to make sure that I'm continuing to grow. And it was like, okay, do this and this. And you have done it. So like high fives to you. Not everybody follows through. And, I think that's that part where you two have had huge success quickly from my perspective. And it's because both of you show up every single day. Like you really are plugged into the program. And it's one of those things I promise people, hey, if you follow what I teach you, you will succeed. Your success is inevitable, 100% because you're following universal principles and shifting mindset and breaking through your unconscious blocks. And so it's so fun to watch you do that. It's been amazing. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Um,
super fun. The morning things have been great. Like, and actually doing them in the morning is really helpful. So for sure, we do them at some point throughout the day. But man, when you do them in the morning, it just sets your whole day off right. And
yeah.
then we also meet on the Mondays and Wednesdays for the group coaching thing. And that's great because it adds accountability. You get to up level your vibe at that time. Like it makes it all like really, really good. So it's much easier to implement versus, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. But if you do it one step at a time, bam, you're
Yeah.
there. You're doing it all. So it's cool.
Yeah. And I love, what you're alluding to is like there's a system in place. So I
Yeah.
really, when I designed this program, I really thought about like, what's a system that will work for people to hold themselves accountable, where I'm holding you accountable by giving you those lessons and holding your hand along the way, but that really you're coaching yourself. Like you're saying, okay, here's the option to learn this. And now I'm going to implement it. Like the fact that you have those alarms on your phone, that's what it takes. And it's really cool to watch you do it and have it be successful. So that's great. Will you share, you two just closed a big deal. You don't have to share specific numbers or anything unless you want to, but like, will you share just a success you've had? Because we have only been working together for a month and you've had some really magnetic, fast growth.
Yeah. So I feel like as far as the business goes, it's been really great to see my husband's growth. I feel like his confidence, him being on the phone, like it's just so much. He's a very eloquent speaker as it is. You know, he'll talk to a brick wall and the brick wall will reply. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. But at the same time, when you don't have a high vibe going into a conversation, often the person will meet you. And so it's been really cool to see how his conversations have gotten better. I guess I don't know how to say
Yeah.
it,
Like
but
better
they just
results.
have, yeah, you have more energy, you have better results, so more people are interested and willing to talk and step through some of these different processes to
Yeah.
figure out if this is a fit for them. And we actually were able to just sign a bunch of papers yesterday on our first deal doing creative financing this way. We've done a couple other things in the past, but this is the first time that we really had one for this particular business. So it's cool, it's exciting, and we can't wait to see where it's going to go from here.
Yeah, so many more deals coming your way. Yes. All right. Just in closing up, what would you say to people who are coming here to watch and learn, like, hey, should I join the Inner Power Entrepreneur group coaching program? What would you say to them if they're on the fence or considering?
I would say that if you really want coaching to make yourself better, it's a hands down no brainer. Do it. If you're not going to show up, don't do it because being in the group coaching only works if you're there at the meetings, if you're interacting with everybody, if you're doing the one-on-ones, the journaling, the all the different things that is included in it. There's so much. And so if you miss those weekly meetings, you're not going to get the full effect out of it. It'd still be good, but just not the full power. So I'm going to say if you are committed and willing to do it, go for it. It's awesome.
Yeah, NFA commitment, right? Do you know my company before NFA, no fucking around? So I always say it's
I
like,
mean, you've mentioned it a couple of times. I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
looked into it, but
Yeah, it's NFA, be NFA all the way. And that's what it is wild when you invest in a coaching program, what you put in, if you have a good coach, then you can get out the results, right? And I I know you know how much I love what I do and how I'm like, I was telling Hannah before we met, I was like, I woke up dreaming about her and Adam last night and like thinking about their results. It's like I'm in it
Yeah.
with you and I love what I do. So it's, if you're on the fence, click on the link. So there's a button below this video that just says schedule a rapid biz growth call with me. Let's chat, see if it's a good fit, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for being here today, Hannah.
Thanks for
Bye,
having me.
bye everyone.